Guten Tag again, Volkswagen fans that happen to like them cartooned. Because this is the TinyQ of the Volkswagen T2 pickup, number 17 in the Uno line, I think. Yeah, Uno is like a lower grade series, but they look fantastic. They just don't steer or have a metal base or come in a nice display case. But they're a little, actually, there's not much price difference between the Uno and the Pro series. But you can go to the TinyQ website and, decide for yourself. Legalese here in the bottom, officially licensed. It's got rubbery mirrors and then nice lights, which you'll see after I open this thing. Just see on the outside of the box, is there a date? I don't think so. Nope. So no idea, like in the future, how old this toy would be, other than searching the internet for like release dates or something like that. I just wish this stuff was on the toy itself. Alright, so cardboard box. I almost feel like they could use a smaller box, but maybe they have plans for bigger things. Blister. Okay. Nice lime green color. It's not metallic though, like this photo I pulled up here. I have a suspicion this is like a late 60s, early 70s pickup, because I saw pictures where they didn't have turn signals here at all, but the ones with these rectangular ones are from that era. Alright, so yeah, you can see it actually looks quite similar. Granted, it doesn't have white bumpers, but here's the rear view. Okay, yeah, you can see the the corrugation kind of in these panels here, and I think they fold, at least the rear folds down. Alright, so let's take a closer look. It's not a metallic green. It's a very light lime green. It's almost chartreuse, like a fishing lure color, whereas this is quite yellow. Alright, so the wheels have Volkswagen VW logos molded into the hubcap section. It's actually sticking out quite a bit. And now that we're on the bottom, the rear track is narrower because the tires are recessed behind the bodywork, whereas the front track is a little wider. The licensing there tells you what it is, who made it, is which series. It just doesn't tell you the date. And this, obviously, this doesn't steer. Construction of a screw and it tabs in the back. It's an all plastic body. All right, and this is a pullback toy if you're unaware. But I don't really play with them in that fashion. And then the tires are pretty nice. They're rubbery and they got nice treads, but they're not flat. They're ballooning out like as if they have air in them. That one's not on the wheel so well. Alright, door handle sticking out and has recesses. It's painted silver, looks good. The panel cuts are pretty nice and tight. This window has raised molding and is chromed out. And then these rubbery mirrors are painted silver, so that's nice. And yeah, these recesses, vents, and strengthening of the side plates, hinge details, but I don't think the side plates move. I don't know what these little dots are for. That's interesting. Maybe they're tie-down points or something. Alright, this chrome bumper seems to be a separate piece. Yeah, there's the back end of it. And yeah, the headlights are great. It's a chrome bezel, and then there's a cavity of a cone back there, and the light has it looks like a light bulb because the clear lens peg is going in there. So they're very three-dimensional lights. And not only the headlights, but these turn signals also are translucent orange there. And they're in a chrome bezel. This VW logo looks like a separate chrome piece. Nice ribbing here. And then chrome work around this window here. The window is blacked out. It's not clear at all. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. Look. This is extremely dark. It's very, very dark, but it's translucent. I'm trying to hide the motor, I guess, in there. Alright, this side looks pretty much the same. Yeah, I think it's a mirror image. Alright, where's the fuel filler? Maybe it's in the back. Alright, rear bumper is a separate piece. These taillights are painted on. They look metallic red and orange. There's a blank white license plate just printed on. And then hinge details, and then yeah, this is a real hinge. So this little canvas top here, which has like, I don't know, those eyelets or something like that. This seems like it's a vinyl rubber. Yeah, it's not hard plastic. Yeah, I think it's PVC or something. So that's nice. inside of the bed here has nice corrugation on all the sides. And then, yeah, that dark window again with chrome work there. And I guess we'll see if the tailgate comes down, which it does. How far down? Till it's the bumper. Okay. I don't know. I'm assuming it'll loosen up over time, but it's quite, you know, you can keep it horizontal, at least when it's new. You could even probably support weight, like a figure. Hold on a sec. Let's see if Wally here will make that fall down. Oh, yeah, so that thing's it's supporting a lot of weight. Okay. So that's really cool. You got kind of like two looks if you want to do like cartoon dioramas. I'll probably just leave the top on because if I don't, I'm going to lose it. This must be towards the cabin, and then this is probably towards the back, although the mold flash is kind of unsightly. This actually looks better, so I'm going to show that in the back, actually. Yeah. Okay. Actually snapped into place. Alright. Yeah, it's two little black dots again. Maybe tie downs. Oh, I see. Hold on here. Maybe it isn't going to go that way. I think that noise was me pushing this out. Hold on, get a better angle. Let's see if it's... Yeah, unfortunately I think it is supposed to be the waviness in the back. Unfortunately they chose to put... Oh, those aren't... Well, I don't know. 4 of these are those details, but I feel like this is where it got trimmed off. It's not so important, I guess, right? Alright, so very nice. Typical TinyQ stuff. They're actually the best super deformed, mass-produced collectible toys, I think. It's only until you get into the resin cartoon cars. Those are better, but they're exponentially pricier as well. Alright, let's compare it to the previous one in the series by TinyQ. This is the regular Type 2 van, and this one has opening side doors. Yeah, but actually this is, yeah, that's got clear turn signals as well. The bumper's a little more intricate with this little guard here. The paint job itself is nicer, of course, because it's two-tone. But this one also has clear taillights, so that's quite an advantage, I think. I'm not sure why they didn't choose to put clear taillights into this. These were released at the same time, and they're coming from the very same series. They're both Uno series. And this one seems to have more parts. I mean, it's got, you know, the roof rack and the surfboard. So, yeah, and it's also interesting this has clear windows and a full interior. So, what's going on here? That's strange, right? It's almost like this has the details of a Pro, but it still has the plastic base. It's clearly an Uno series. And then this is kind of like, they went home early that day. So that's a real shame. Alright, well, I got a couple other vans here. Here's a TinyQ Zero. And the problem with TinyQ Zero is they're just overpriced for what you're getting. No clear lights at all. Painted always front and back. They do have unique wheels, so that's good. Yeah. These are so much better. And these have mirrors. The Zeros have mirrors, but you have to glue them on, meaning they're going to break off immediately because they're usually on such thin stocks. So I never glue them on. It's very rare. Alright, this is by Kins Fun. And this is a cheap toy. I paid almost nothing for it. It's called the Little Van if you want to look it up online. It's also a pullback toy. Same with that TinyQ. Anyways, there you go. Oh, the motor's in the front. That's interesting. Well, anyways, I mean, this cheap toy, this is actually a die-cast metal body, I think. Yeah, it's cool to the touch. It has clear headlights and a full interior. So it's much better, actually, than TinyQ, and it is the cheapest of all 4 of them. But they all look like they could live in the same cartoon world. This is a more modern one, it looks like, just based on the tail lights itself. And it's got these vents up here. So, alright, here's a top view if that should interest you. And today, got another lime green character. Little what's that little, these little space Martians called from Toy Story? I don't even know if they have a formal name. But ooh, that's what they do. Alright, so again, TinyQ, great stuff. I bought this off the website directly. You can search my history. I have a few other TinyQs reviewed. And I got at least one more coming. So hopefully I'll see you in the comments section. Bye now.